Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 longest rivers in the world. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for future updates. And tap the bell icon to get notified in our future top 10 videos. The length of a river is determined by a number of things. The source, the identification, or definition, of the river's mouth, and the scale of measurement used to determine the river length between source and mouth are all examples. As a result, many river length measures are simply approximations. The source of whichever tributary is farthest from the mouth is regarded the real source of a river, but this tributary may or may not have the same name as the main stem river. Furthermore, determining the exact beginning of a river, particularly rivers generated by ephemeral streams, bogs, or fluctuating lakes, can be difficult. When a river has a huge estuary that progressively widens and opens into the ocean, determining the mouth of the river might be difficult. Some rivers have no mouths and instead fall to very low water levels before disappearing underground. A river may have numerous channels called anabranches, thus measuring the length across a lake may be difficult. When attempting to determine the world's longest river, there are a few crucial elements to consider. The originator, where the river starts. The river mouth, essentially, where the river ends, and the sea, ocean, estuary begins, is located where the river ejects. Because there isn't always a clear response to these two questions, river lengths are always estimates, and, indeed, can change over time. Add in the fact that a river's true course, with its many tributaries and channels, may not be obvious, that measuring a river through a lake can be difficult, that seasons and annual changes can affect both rivers and lakes, and that a river's length varies depending on whether you measure the center or the edge. Here are the world's top 10 longest rivers. Number 10. Amur River, 4,444 kilometers. The Amur River, which flows eastward for 2,824 kilometers, constitutes much of the border between Russia's Far East and Northeast China. It is 4,440 kilometers long in all, including the Argun River, which is its source. In China, the Amur is known as Heilongjiang, which translates to Black Dragon River. The river is primarily fed by summer and autumn monsoon rains, which cause yearly flooding from May to October. It is home to over 100 kinds of fish, including 20 types of local carp, Siberian salmon, and Chinese perch. In the Amur region, several historical references distinguish between two geopolitical entities, Outer Manchuria, Russian Manchuria, and Inner Manchuria, Northeast China. The river is named after the Chinese province of Heilongjiang, which is located on the river's south bank, and the Russian Amur Oblast, which is located on the river's north bank. The name Sahilianula was given to the river by the native Manchu people and the Qing Empire of China, who revered it, Black River. Number 9. Congo River, 4,700 kilometers. The Congo River, Africa's most mysterious river, and likely the second longest, after the Nile, makes its way through impenetrable virgin rainforest in section. The entire Congo River and Basin region is deemed essential to the world's ecological health due to widespread destruction of rainforests. The Congo River, which flows from the southern DRC to the Atlantic Ocean, and crosses the equator twice, provides water to forest-dwelling species such as forest elephants, gorillas, lions, hyenas, antelopes, and over 600 species of fish. The Congo's sources are found in the East African rifts, highlands, and mountains, as well as Lake Tanganyika and Lake Mweru, which feed the Lualaba River, which eventually becomes the Congo below Boyoma Falls. The Chambeshi River in Zambia is commonly regarded as the Congo's source, following the recognized practice of using the longest tributary, as is the case with the Nile River. From Kisangani, just below the Boyoma Falls, the Congo flows northwest, then gradually bends southwest, passing through Mbandaka, joining the Ubangi River, and flowing into the Pool Malibo, Stanley Pool. At the pool, where the river narrows, and falls through a series of cataracts in deep canyons collectively known as the Livingston Falls, passing through Matadi and Boma, and into the sea at the small town of Muanda, Kinshasa, formerly Leopoldville, and Brazzaville are on opposite sides of the river. Number 8. Rio de La Plata, 4,880 kilometers. The Rio de La Plata is only 290 kilometers long, but as part of a river system that includes the Paraná and the Rio Grande, it is one of the world's longest rivers at 4,880 kilometers. Not only that, but the Rio de La Plata is the world's largest river, measuring up to 220 kilometers in some spots. Its shoreline is the most heavily inhabited area of both Uruguay and Argentina, and encompasses the capital cities of Montevideo and Buenos Aires, respectively, as it meanders through South America. Number 7. Alberta River 5,410 kilometers. The Ob River, located in western Siberia, is Russia's largest river, merging with the Irtysh River from Kazakhstan to form the Ob-Irtysh. Much of western Siberia is covered by the Ob Basin, which includes semi-desert, grassland, woods, and plains. The river is frozen for half of the year, and heavily used for movement of people and commodities the rest of the year. Number 6. Yellow River 5,464 kilometers China. The Yellow River is China's second longest, and the world's sixth longest river, with a length of 5,464 kilometers. The river rises in the mountains of Qinghai Province in western China, and runs eastward to the Bohai Sea. The Yellow River Basin was the cradle of Chinese culture and, for a long time, the country's most prosperous region. Several large-scale natural disasters have occurred along the river over the centuries, with some floods killing more than 1 million people and large shifts in the river's path. Modern dams have virtually eliminated significant river floods. Number 5. Yenisei River 5,539 kilometers. The Yenisei is the world's fifth longest river and the largest to flow into the Arctic. The Yenisei, which originates in Mongolia and runs north to the Kara Sea, drains a huge portion of central Siberia. Since records began, many nomadic tribes have lived along the river's banks, including the Ket and Ute people, and the Yenisei hosts the Taimyr, the world's biggest reindeer herd, for their winter grazing. The Yenisei is terribly polluted, as a result of radioactive discharge from a plutonium facility in what is now Zheleznogorsk. Number 4. Mississippi River 5,970 kilometers. The Mississippi River is 3,730 kilometers long when measured from its traditional source at Lake Itasca, while it is 5,970 kilometers long when measured from Browers Spring in Montana, the Mississippi's farthest source from the sea. As a result, the Mississippi River is now the world's fourth longest river. The river and its floodplain are home to a varied diversity of wildlife, including 260 kinds of fish, 40% of the United States migrating waterfowl, and over 145 amphibian and reptile species. Number 3. Yangtze River 6,300 kilometers. The Yangtze River in China is ranked third on this list, as it is Asia's longest river and the world's longest river that flows entirely within a single country. The Yangtze is known in China as Changjiang, Long River, Dajiang, Great River, and simply Jiang River. The river flows 6,300 kilometers in China, from the source on the Tibetan Plateau to its mouth on the East China Sea, with more than 3/4 of its length winding through mountains. The Yangtze is China's principal waterway, and the Yangtze Basin is home to 1/3 of the country's population. Number 2. Amazon River 6,575 kilometers. Amazon River, which begins high in the Andes Mountains in eastern South America, flows through the world's largest rainforest, passing through 7 countries along the way, and empties into the southern Atlantic Ocean, is the world's second longest river. While it may not be the world's longest river, it is without a doubt the largest, with a width of up to 190 kilometers during the rainy season and a daily discharge of an estimated 209,000 cubic meters of water into the Atlantic Ocean. That's a significant amount of water. Number 1. Nile River 6,650 kilometers. The Nile, dubbed the father of African rivers, is Africa's and the world's longest river, though disputed, as mentioned above. It runs northward across 11 countries from Central to Northeast Africa, draining at a rate of 2,800 cubic meters per second into the Mediterranean Sea. The White Nile and the Blue Nile are the two sources of the Nile River. Because of the Nile's year-round availability of water and the moderate tropical and subtropical temperatures along its path, the river can support intense agriculture along its banks. The river is also an important waterway for transportation, particularly during flood season, when highways are frequently closed for long periods of time. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.